Hello, it is the 6th of November 2010. Welcome to today's technical analysis video. And this is the 15-minute line chart. Each of these ticks represents 15 minutes on the New York time frame from 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I've talked a lot about these different averages. I'm not going to go over too much on this particular chart. I was asked about the increase of this trend line. The increase is 0.5736% per day. And this means it's a parabolic gain. It's not often that you can average that sort of gain, which usually means that's the rate of an intermediate term rally, one that at some point is going to dissipate. I'm just trying to say the right word. Basically, just retrace and forget about the trend line at some point. And it seems we're at a point where if we do retrace and forget this trend line, I've got a good feeling that this trend line will not be going anywhere. Meaning, it's either going to A, burst above this trend line at some point, or B, maybe sometime later next year after some sort of price correction, it will retest this trend line maybe later in 2011 or 2012. We'll wait and see as of now. I was mentioning earlier about this inverted head and shoulders pattern. Had a price objective towards 25. That's exactly where it went to. Found support at the volume weighted average and at this 10-day moving average. And the price objective I was mentioning from the range of 23 and 25 was 26 and a quarter. And it really didn't find much resistance at that level. You can't see as much on this chart because it only shows the New York time. But even on the London time or the 24-hour time, 26 and a quarter really didn't work out to that much resistance. In fact, on Friday, when we came up to that level and sold off, it came back down to 26.40 before it started to rally again, meaning it didn't even go down to the 26.25 area. And that 26 and a quarter was the 161.8% level from this low to this high. Therefore, the 261.8% level works out to $28.25. Now what we're going to do is take a look at some other parabolic trend lines. And well, this isn't a straight line. It's got a nice little angle curve towards it. And I'll explain more towards this curve. This goes back to 2002, or the start of its current longer term breakout since its bottom in 2002. And it's obviously managed to get by this resistance level, which was 21.35. And this is a price target I expect silver to reach within the next so many months. And currently it is trading, or this line is at about $55 per ounce. And if we reduce the scaling, we can see on here that it's a decent amount away. But this is a straight line. The reason why is because this is showing us how exponential growth can work, because this is a linear chart. Each one of these boxes that separates $5 on the price shows a big difference, or a smaller difference of increase on each jump higher. If we're going from 5 to 10, that's a 100% gain. Gaining 10 to 15, well, that's only a 50% gain. 15 to 20, that's about 33%. 20 to 25, that's about 520, 25%, 20%. So they go lower and lower with each one. When we switch this to a logarithmic chart, that is the straight line. It's the straight line that raises each trading day of 0.1161%. And at some point, this trend line will be tested. And right now, like I say, it's over $55 per ounce. When it made these gains from 2002 to 2004, it came to this point. It sold off and then back to this level of resistance. Therefore, when we had this correction through time, and then the gain, it really didn't do as well as it did on this gain or on this game. For if it would have hit this level, maybe it could have came to this 25 level in '08, and then maybe had a nice little sell-off back down to 20, and then maybe today we'd be at 32 if it had have done something like that, but it did not. Only price is what pays. Right now silver's at 27, and it seems very logical that we will have a test of that level at some point. Now what I'll do here is I'll match this trend line, and I'll find out a nice little area for it to be support, which looks something in this area here. So now this is currently matching up with that big $32 level. Whether this support line will be resistance or not, I guess time will only tell us as of now, but it does seem as if it wants to make it towards this area. Silver is not up too much when you have the gains like we have in here, and then this long price correction, which included a selling dip. There's a long ways to go where this chart will have to be before it is up too much, at least from what I am seeing within the technical analysis. And we had some big gains like this back in 1979. And I shown this chart last a month ago right in here, where silver had pretty much the exact same gain on this current breakout that happened on August 24th in comparison to the January 15th, 1979 breakout. And since that point, silver has continued to roll higher, where back in 79, silver had a long price correction over a period of about 2.5 or 3 months, where it corrected through time before going higher. And we got a long ways to go. After 223 trading days from the rally, silver managed gains of over 200%. And we're right here right now, close to 50. So people are saying, well, I wish I would have bought silver at 14 or 18 or $20 an ounce. And they're going to be saying again, I wish I would have bought at 25, at 30, 40, $50 per ounce. Well, if that's what you wish, your wish is your command. You can still buy silver at under $30 per ounce, although that is now hard to do. Regardless of the fact, there was this little wedge pattern. It broke down towards the downside and then bursted higher. Oftentimes failed moves can create fast moves, and well, there was that fast move that managed to get up to 450% of a gain, which shows you we got a long ways to go. Now, oftentimes markets rhyme and not repeat itself, but a gain of 450% on the breakout of 18, that's only barely scratching the surface to where some people even think it has the potential to go of in the area of over $2, $3, $4, or even $500 per ounce, because in order to get those type of gains, we're going to have to see a lot of parabolic moves, and the parabolic moves that we have been seeing recently are mild at best. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a great day.